Look closely at the back of your hand or your face. Those flat, brown patches that seem to appear out of nowhere aren't sudden at all. In dermatology, they are known as solar lentigines, but you probably call them sunspots or age spots. They are the physical evidence of decades of cumulative ultraviolet radiation exposure finally bubbling to the surface. When those UV rays penetrate the skin, your body triggers an emergency response. It floods the area with melanin, a dark pigment designed to act as a biological shield for your cellular DNA. But over time, the mechanism breaks down, and that pigment gets permanently trapped in the upper layers of your skin. To get rid of these spots, modern skincare often resorts to aggressive chemical peels or synthetic bleaching creams. The goal is to aggressively strip away the top barrier or burn the pigment out. But traditional herbalism takes a very different path. Instead of attacking the skin barrier, it utilizes specific botanical biochemistry to gently intercept the pigment production process at the cellular level. Fading a sunspot doesn't require a war of eradication. It requires a biological negotiation, intervening at 3 specific cellular stages to shut down the excess pigment. The first stage happens the moment a UV ray strikes the skin. The radiation sets off a cascade of free radicals, triggering an oxidative stress alarm within the cells. To intercept this alarm, botanical formulations often rely on milk thistle. The seeds of this plant contain a potent compound called silymarin, which acts as a botanical first responder. This animation shows silymarin in action. The compound actively seeks out and binds to these unstable free radicals, neutralizing the biological threat before the melanin production sequence is even ordered to begin. Alongside it, we find extracts from green tea leaves. They provide a dense source of a secondary protector called EGCG, an antioxidant that halts the inflammatory cascade caused by any radiation that gets through. By neutralizing oxidative stress early, these botanicals cut off the cellular supply line, ensuring future sunspots are stopped before they are born. If that initial alarm does ring, the skin activates a specific enzyme called tyrosinase. You can think of tyrosinase as the factory foreman. It takes raw amino acids and catalyzes their conversion into dark melanin. This botanical illustration shows licorice root, which happens to be traditional herbalism's most potent weapon for shutting down that cellular factory. The root's primary compound, glabridin, physically locks into the enzyme's active site, disabling tyrosinase and halting new melanin production. Simultaneously, a second compound, liquiritin, breaks apart existing dark pigment clusters for removal. Other natural extracts, like the allicin found in aloe vera or the curcumin in turmeric, operate on this exact same inhibitory principle. These botanical inhibitors don't bleach your surrounding healthy skin. They simply turn off the overactive pigment faucet right at the source. The final stage of the sunspot life cycle occurs on the very surface of your skin, where the manufactured melanin becomes permanently trapped within dead epidermal cells. To clear this, fruit enzymes step in. Papaya contains a proteolytic enzyme called papain. When applied topically, papain hydrolyzes the tough keratin bonds that glue these dark pigmented cells to your face, allowing them to gently detach. And for an even more elegant mechanism for surface brightening, traditional routines utilize raw honey. These infuse honey with the enzyme glucose oxidase. It remains dormant in the jar, but reacts upon contact with the water in your skin's moisture barrier. This activation slowly releases microscopic hydrogen peroxide, providing a gentle lightening effect without causing tissue damage. This botanical, enzymatic approach to exfoliation sheds the damaged past, but skips the harsh inflammation that usually triggers new spots to form. Human skin operates on a strict, unchangeable biological schedule, renewing itself roughly every 28 to 45 days. Natural botanical remedies require patience because they align with this cellular timeline. They don't forcefully strip away the surface like a chemical peel does. A successful holistic routine combines all 3 stages simultaneously: the antioxidants to protect against initial radiation, the herbal inhibitors to block the tyrosinase factory, and the natural fruit enzymes to clear the surface. True skin healing doesn't come from aggressive abrasion. It relies on outsmarting hyperpigmentation using the exact sophisticated biochemical tools